Today's show is pre-recorded.
Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like a dapper dog, giving them microphone, dressed like $1,000,000, diamond things in its cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Everybody out there listening to me, put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Why don't you join me? Steve Harvey. Get them on, y'all. Better give me some eggs while I listen to Steve Harvey. Join in with me. If you're with me, help me say, turn your radio on. You gotta turn it on. Yeah, turn it on. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Got to turn them out. Steve Harvey turn them on to the morning, y'all. Come on, Steve. Come on. Do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. Y'all listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only Steve Harvey. Man, got a radio show. Wow, man, how good has God been to me? You know, today, let me get right to it because I'm kind of feeling this today, and I'm pretty sure there's quite a few of you who go through the same things. Today was just a little tough morning for me because I didn't want to leave home yesterday. I wanted to stay home a little. I had just gotten home. I got to go again, and sometimes, just the weight of all that you have to do just gets on you sometimes. And sometimes you don't feel like doing it today. I'm just talking to those who feel this way every now and then. And I'm assuming that would be everybody because I don't know nobody who can just plow through this thing without having those days. Well, what do you do when it gets hard to stay up? What do you do when it gets hard to be positive? What do you do when it seems like things aren't happening for you fast enough or in the time frame that you thought it was going? What do you do? And the reason that I guess I chose to speak about this morning is because I'm having one of those days, because I had one of those days yesterday. It was just a tough day. I really can't explain it. It's nothing really in particular bad happened. It's just I think the weight of all that's going on started to feel heavy to me. And so what do you do when you have days like that, when it's hard to be positive, when it's hard to stay up? Okay, here's what I had to start doing this morning. Now, I haven't completed it. Can I just be real with you? I haven't completed it, but I am processing it out because I know what to do. Been there, done that. I done had that pain before I know what to do. If I sprain my finger, I know what to do now. The first sprain I had, oh, Lord, I thought it was broke. I thought I was going to be handicapped. But now if I sprain my finger, I know what to do. So since I've been in this position, in this hole so many times before, and God has always gotten me through it, I decided I've got to start the process today. Here are some things. Now I'm going to get to the big one last. And one of the things I do is I remember the plan. Sit down and I consciously think about the goals I've set. I go over them. See, I've got mine down on the iPad, so I can pull them out anywhere I am and pull them up. And I've got 2 lists that I've made. I've got a list of things that I know I can accomplish if I just keep working hard. And if couple of things just fall into place that I can see, then I got a list of things that I'm planning on accomplishing. And then I have a second list. And the heading of this list is called Only God Can Help Me Now. And on this list is things that I'm aspiring for or things that I'm hoping to, that in order for them to happen, I absolutely have to have God's help. That's my favorite list. It's the list that I have of the things that I don't see no way it can happen. I'm just operating on faith and the hope that God hear me. And so sometimes, man, when I have this list of what only God can help me now, that list is stuff that I cannot see. I'm just operating on faith that God is so much bigger than me, that he's so much more capable than I am, that I can actually acquire some things in my life, as he's proven to me time and time again up to this point, that he's willing to do for me if I'm willing to just give him some of my life. That's the only way I can explain my existence today. You know, I began the conversation with my wife. How do I write a book that becomes so wildly successful? That would be God. That's only God. Because if you can plan to sit down and write a wildly successful book, I'd have been done sat down and did it, and so would you. So that would be God. How it got purchased to become a movie when that was not my intent when I wrote the book at all. Again, that would be God right there. Has to be, because if I can't explain it and it is by no doing of my own, then who did it? So when I get down in days like this, I remember the goal. I remember the plan. I remember the journey. I think about of all the things God has brought me through. How did I even get to this point? Yeah, I might be having a little bummer of a day. Yeah, I was a little down yesterday. Yeah, my biorhythms is off, whatever they want to call it. Yeah, I'm just having one of those days. I feel a little bit heavy. I need a vacation real bad. I need some time off to just go and regenerate. But right now, man, I ain't got that. So guess what I do? I got to start remembering the plan. I got to start remembering the goals. I got to start thinking about all the things that God has done for me and how he's brought me this far and the blessings that I have instead of what I don't have. And that's what I'm in the process of doing this morning. And on the commercial breaks, I'm going to pull out my iPad and I'm going to go over my list and I'm going to read my little list of what I think I can accomplish. And I'm going to really read that Only God Can Help Me Now list, because that's the list that's big. That's the part where I've been telling y'all. I said, quit telling God how big your problems are and start telling your problems how big your God is. See, and that's what I got to sit down and do this morning. And then sometimes, man, you got to stay still. That's the other part. You got to stay still. You got to quit moving for a second, because sometimes it feel like you're running on a treadmill. And you really ain't. You're going somewhere, but it feel like you're running on a treadmill. Well, when you get that feeling, sometimes you got to stay still. And then when you stay still, sometimes you got to fight to stay positive. Sometimes you got to fight not to let the devil win. You're in a fight. Remember, I told you this now. You're in a fight now. So he trying to get you to get on that positive train so he can get you off the faith train. So God's delivery package that's coming to you built on your faith, that he can shake your faith and get you to thinking negative, and then he wins, see. So when you start feeling negative, just know that that's the other force trying to throw you off track. And when you get through with all that, here's the key, the big one. You want me to tell it to you? You got to pray, man. You got to pray. You got to take it to God. You got to say, hey, God, look, I'm having one of these days. I need your help. I got business to take care of. You got blessings in front of me. You got stuff you done shipped to me. You got blessings and packages that's on the way. I need to be sitting on Faith Street so I can receive the delivery when it get there. What I don't want to do is be on Doubted Way or Lack of Understanding Parkway or Pity Parkway or some street like that, and the package keep going by. I need to be standing and sitting on Faith Street, so when you drop that package down to me, I can go on and get it. You feel me? You got to pray. You got to stay still. You got to fight to stay positive. You got to remember the plan. You got to go over the goals. Come on, man. God done brought you too far. Come on, pick yourself up today. I'm talking to Steve Harvey this morning. I hope y'all didn't mind.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Steve Harvey Morning Show is about to pop off. Now, let me say this. What a great day it is to be alive. What a great day it is to be grateful. We are all both of those. You're definitely alive. All you need to do is plug in the gratitude thoughts, and let's get this thing started, man. What this means is we've all lived to see another Easter. Thank you, Lord, for that.
Yeah.
Everybody survived another Easter. Everybody got another day under their belt. I mean, what? How about that? Ladies and gentlemen, Shirley Strawberry, Carla Farrell, Mississippi Monica, Kill Spates, call him Junior, and the legend that is Nephew Tommy. Yours truly. Junior, what's on your mind?
Easter was Sunday, man. How was Easter when you was growing up? Like, when did it start and when did it end? What was the songs they was singing?
Easter was a wonderful experience until Sunday night. Sunday night was the Easter play and Easter speeches. Everything was good up until the end. Easter was one of my favorite holidays. We got a new suit. I got a new suit each Easter. My favorite suit was created by Sears called a 10-in-1.
Oh, wait a minute.
It had a vest, a jacket, and pants, and all three pieces was reversible. Boy,
shut up.
Boy, I wanted one of them with everything in me. And boy, Little Blue Cheese was real creative back then.
Yeah.
I would wear them pants inside out. Now, I don't know if you've ever worn reversible pants, but they ain't the best. No. They ain't the best built. One side, the zipper works perfect.
Oh. Yeah.
The other side, you got to work with the zipper.
Okay.
And I was trouble for a boy because, you wait till the last minute to go to the bathroom. And,
Situation.
Boy, you seen me trying to figure out how to pee over them pants or down through the pants leg because I couldn't get that zipper. And ain't either one of them things possible. But in your little dumbass young mind, you trying to work that out.
Yeah.
It was a beautiful day. Palm Sunday, I like Palm Sunday because we used to have a whip contest because we used to beat each other with the palms. All the kids did.
No, man.
And that's what Palm Sunday was us. So I stood in line. I used to go around and give my palm back because I need a longer palm because Paul Walker and them boys was fast, so I had to have a longer whip so I could get their ass on their way out from getting me. And that was pretty much Easter was. And then it was time for Easter speech. And the years that I studied, it was a nightmare. I took so long to do, they rolled the stone away. I did the roll the stone away speech one Easter that took all of 15 minutes. And the following Easter, Sister Meraldine gave me just Jesus Wept. And that was it. And that was 30 seconds. Because Jesus started with a J. Never get a person a J that stutter. J, S, and P. You finna be up in there for a minute.
Got it.
All right. Coming up in 32 minutes after the hour, we're going to start off the show with Nephew Tommy's Run That Prank Back right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, it is time now to start your morning off with Run That Prank Back. And the nephew, what you got, Nev?
We going to the electric company, Shirley. That's that aqua boogie current. Let's go, cat dog.
Hello. Hello, I'm trying to reach a Quincy, please.
This is.
Hey, how are you? My name is Maurice. Maurice calling you from the power company. How you doing today?
I'm all right. What's up?
Well, listen, we're doing some testing in your neighborhood. We're trying to make sure we don't have to actually shut the power down out there. And we're calling around to quite a few people in your neighborhood, running some tests on individual homes and making sure the electricity is running correctly. Can I get you to do a few things for me and see if, and the quicker we get through with this, sir, and it's a possibility we won't have to turn your power off at all. I know you don't want us to have to come out and turn power off and you got stuff in your refrigerator that can spoil and things like that. So we want to try to get this done, and hopefully the power with the test that we run, it'll run correctly, and we won't have to do anything. Okay?
I don't know nothing about no electricity though. You know what I'm saying? So.
No, I understand that. Don't worry about that.
All right.
Here's what I need you to do. Now, how big is your house? How many bedrooms you got?
4 bedrooms.
4 bedrooms. Now, you have upstairs, downstairs?
It's 2-story.
Okay. All right. So here's what we need to do. If you can.
This ain't gonna take long though, right? Because I'm in a hurry, man. I ain't gonna have a lot of time.
No. This won't take long at all, sir. Can I get you to take your breaker and shut down everything upstairs, and we're gonna run a test on the stuff downstairs right now. It'll be real quick.
All right. Just shut everything off.
I want you to keep the downstairs open and keep that so we can run our test on this thing.
All right. Everything's shut. Everything's down.
Okay, you turned off
everything.
Upstairs.
I just turned off all the switches.
Okay. I need you to turn on your television and then turn it off downstairs. How many TVs you got downstairs?
I got 2 TVs downstairs.
Let's turn them both on.
Hang on. Just turn them on?
Yeah, just turn them on. You got them on?
I got one on. Hang on.
Let's try to turn that other one on.
All right, they both on.
Okay, now you got a microwave in your kitchen?
Yeah, I got a microwave.
Okay, turn that on.
It's already on, man. I can see the lights on. It's got the clock on it.
That's got that double H-tron thing that's going through there. It's a whole different type of current. I just want to
I don't know nothing about what you're talking about, but I got to get to work, man. So the microwave's on. It's running.
No. I want you to actually turn it on. I want you to actually push like a minute or two on that thing.
What's that got to do with anything, man? Come on now. I mean, what I got to do?
No, this is a test, sir. What I don't want to have to do is come out there and turn your power off. And I don't want to do that. You got a lot of food in your fridge, I'm sure, right?
All right. Hey, look, it's on. Microwave's on. TV's on.
Okay. Now, open your refrigerator.
Man. The electricity works downstairs.
Okay, but listen now. I know, but what we got to do is we got to make sure that this stuff isn't overpowered. Now, can you open your refrigerator?
Yeah, man.
Do you see the button? You can push it and the light will go out. You know what I'm talking about?
Come on, man. You ain't got nobody to just be able to check something outside, man. I mean, I'm in the fridge.
I understand, but push that button 5 times for me and see what it does.
The what? The light button?
Yeah, push that light button 5 times.
Come on, man.
Did it go off and on every time?
Yeah, it's off and on, man. Ain't nothing wrong with the refrigerator. The refrigerator's plugged in, man.
Okay. Now, here's what I want you to do. Right there, if you're in the kitchen, turn your sink on for me.
Turn the sink on? What's that got to do with electricity, man?
Well, see, that's a nitro current. You wouldn't understand that, but I need you to turn that on for me, too. Just turn it on full blast. Got it on?
I got it on.
Okay, now go in your master bedroom.
I can turn it off?
No, let that water run. Go in your master bedroom and go in the bath for me. I appreciate you helping me out on this.
Man,
Quincy.
Come on, man.
Quincy, I appreciate you.
I'm in a hurry. I mean, everything's working. I'm in the bath. What's up?
Okay, flush that toilet for me, Quincy.
Say what?
Flush that toilet for me.
Flush the toilet?
Yeah, flush that toilet.
Man, it ain't even electrical.
What it is, it's an aqua boogie.
Man, look, you need to get somebody. Okay. I'm gonna flush the toilet. It ain't no electrical plugs or nothing in this area, man.
Right, I understand that. You don't see what it is. This is an aqua boogie current that flows through that water. Flush that thing for me one time. Yeah, that's it. Okay, all right.
Toilet works, man. You ain't got nobody in the area that could come out here and just check this out, man.
Quincy, I'm trying my best not to come out and turn your power off. And I know you got somewhere to go.
Why you gonna turn my power off, man? You supposed to be making sure the power stay on.
Quincy, do you have a blender?
Yeah, I got a blender, man. I got a blender, I got a TV, I got a refrigerator, and they all work. The toilet works, everything works.
All right, what I want you to do is get this blender, and we'll just throw you a few cubes of ice or something in there and turn that thing on for me.
Come on, man.
We're almost done.
I got to get to work, man. This is just the blender. Come on, man. This some bullshit.
Yeah, that's that isometric current.
Electricity work in this house, man. You need to check the next house.
You don't have no problems with no smoothies or nothing in that thing, do you?
You serious? Man, what the hell that got to do with anything, man? I got to get to work.
I understand.
Listen. Be a minute, man. This going too far.
Okay,
have somebody come out here or do this because I need to get to my job.
And I understand that.
Well, I could just call and have people go through the damn house playing scavenger hunt. I got to get to work.
Okay, now listen, Quincy, one last thing. Are you able to shut that breaker, put that breaker back on, and then shut off downstairs and then go upstairs and check some stuff for me?
Shut off what?
Shut off the breaker downstairs. Go ahead and turn it.
I'm not shutting off no breaker downstairs. I shut off the one upstairs. We done turned on every damn thing down here. You didn't have me. I got the blender. I done turned on the microwave, the refrigerator. Come on, man. Flushing the toilets and I got to get to work.
Quincy, I need you to lose this attitude you got.
I need you to get somebody down here to do this. My electricity in my house work. It work for you. Call me. The only thing ain't work is my ain't at work because I'm here doing this bull. Playing off and on. Get somebody in here. This work.
Now don't piss me off and make me turn it all the way off.
Piss you off. My work. And when I get back from work, my still should be on.
I got one more thing I need to say to you, Quincy.
It better be the last thing.
This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked by your sister Gail.
Gail better be in a witness protection program, man. Let me turn this water off, man. You got
Let me ask you something, man. What is the baddest radio show in the land?
Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, thank you, nephew. Coming up next, it is Ask the CLO with Chief Love Officer Steve Harvey in the building right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour in entertainment news, Rihanna and ASAP are still together, okay? Forget those rumors you've heard. They're still together, all right? Woo, it was a long weekend, Easter weekend, worried about Rihanna and them. And Viola Davis is being mocked for her portrayal as First Lady Michelle Obama. And Coachella Music Festival is back. Yeah.
Coachella.
Uh-huh. Plus, a friendly reminder, please, to check out our favorite new TV show. Here we go, Judge Steve. It is tonight, 8/7 Central on ABC and Hulu. Yes, we'll talk about all of these stories at the top of the hour. But right now, it is time to ask the CLO, Chief Love Officer Steve Harvey, in the building, ready for your love questions. This one is from Tony in Minnesota. Tony writes, I'm 44 and I've been divorced twice. Both marriages ended because my husband's cheated on me. When I meet guys, they joke about it being my fault and say that I can't keep a man. I hate that. I hate that I'm being judged for my ex-husbands being trifling. How do I address my past when I meet men? Do I not mention it at all?
First of all, stop allowing people to hold you to your past.
Yeah.
Don't do that. See, I used to make that mistake too. I used to let people. I remember you when you. So you. You spiritual now. I remember when you. Yeah, I remember all that too. But this is who I am now. Stop letting people hold you to your past. You know, you had 2 trifling husbands. It can happen. It happens all the time. That you can't keep a man. No, I've made a mistake picking men. And with you going at this rate, you're going to help me not make a third mistake. Thank you very much. Bye. And It's not you that can't keep a man. It's just that the men you've selected have been inadequate. And that's all it is. And move on. And you don't have to address nothing. So you just ask any man that brings it up, hey, look, you want to talk about them or you want to talk about us? You decide.
I love it. I love it.
Because you in my face, I'm pretty sure you done had somebody too.
Yeah, she's 44. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you for that, CLO. Moving on to Beth in Florida. Beth writes, my husband doesn't communicate effectively, so I started snooping around, and I'm shocked at what I discovered. I found a performing-enhancing drug in his work bag, and he said he was ashamed to tell me that we need it. Why keep this from me?
You ain't got to know all that now.
So is that Viagra?
He ain't been keeping it from you. You've been getting it. Yeah. Oh, you've been getting it.
It's not up to her standards.
Yeah, he ain't got to tell you that, he was ashamed to tell you, so what? He just trying to make things happen, That's all. You're reading too much into it.
What do you think she's reading into it?
Well, first of all, the only thing she could be reading into it is why does he need this? Because he's suffering from a very common problem. Mm-hmm. And so he went and got himself some help. Mm-hmm. Now, you found it in his bag, and you can have it in your bag, your car.
All right, Beth in Florida. Moving on to Mallory in Bastrop. Mallory says, I let my sister borrow a wig to attend a church banquet. She got my wig cut into a bob and dyed it black without asking me first. I'm down one good wig. I know, the horror of it all. I'm down one good wig, and she refuses to pay me my $250. Should I embarrass her on Facebook or whoop her behind? Those are
I
your
think the
choices.
ass whooping would be better.
Me.
No. Over a
Yeah,
wig?
I think that ass whooping would be better, but I really don't see what you fighting about a wig for. Have you tried the bob on, though? Because it might be cold. Sis might know something. You need to try that bob on. Your face might not be shaped right. It might be an inch too short. And then it's going to look like a bowl haircut sitting on you. But that bob might be cute, though. You might want to just try it on. But
Give
your
it a
sister
chance.
your sister was wrong, but she ain't going to pay you the $250. She put the wig on, ain't really like it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's
borrows
$250 now. You
wigs?
down one good wig. And who borrow wigs?
Who borrows
is
wigs? Yes.
Even if it's your sister.
No, that's
Hey.
a bit much.
I like somebody come over the house and wants, dog, you got some extra drawers?
Is it really the same?
No, well, if I give you them drawers, you ain't got to worry about that, dog. First of all,
Can I borrow some of you?
yeah, I ain't got no brand new ones just in there, so they have been worn. And once you wear them, trust and believe, I don't want it back. Man, I had to give a dude a pair of swimming trunks one time. He didn't have none. I gave him some. Then he gonna bring them back. I said, oh, no, dog, them yours. Oh, no, man. Oh, no, man, I can't keep these, man. These good, man. These nice, man. No, them yours.
Isn't that the
Them
story of
yours.
Oprah and Gail, how they got together?
Draw?
But yeah, it's something like that. Yeah, look it up. How they became best friends. It was either Oprah spending the night at Gail's house or Gail spending the night. Anyway, the next day she didn't have any. She needed some underwear, and one of them lent the other one a pair of underwear.
Probably
What'd you
Gabe.
say?
Lend it or you
I'm gonna
gave
go
it?
with Gabe. Yeah.
Well, I mean, anyway, she gave it to her. She gave the underwear to her, and the story was, if you can lend a person your underwear, give someone your underwear like that, then you're destined to be best friends. But yeah, that's a true story.
You didn't have no more
can't be
questions for the
joined by
CLO?
bros.
You
I
got
have one
questions?
more, but we were talking about borrowing and lending, and it made me think of that.
Oh,
One
okay.
last
I
one
just
is
wondered
Shane,
why
and
I
you
was
asked
talking
me to
about
tell
Oprah
it.
Joe.
Shane
I
in
didn't ask you
DC.
to tell nothing.
Yes, you did. You said we're not gonna look
Well,
it up.
I wish I had no. Go ahead, Shirley.
You brought up the underwear anyway. It was about wigs. Shane in DC says, I'm a 37-year-old married man, and my wife and I were out recently, and I saw a side piece from 10 years ago who I slept with right before I got married. She introduced her son, who looked to be about 10 years old, and he sort of looked like me. So I'm worried. Should I call and ask her about this boy or not?
Better go on about your business, boy.
Why you huffing and puffing?
Better go on about your business, man.
He's
Well-
going to want to know if that's his son.
I think it's noble of you to want to know if that's your son.
Yeah.
I would go
Don't
ahead
wait
and
till
make
it's
the
Tommy.
phone call. Because to go on about your business ain't in the best
What
interest
is
of
that?
the child. And if it is yours, you should know. And you should get over there and be busy taking care of it. Man, go on about your business.
What is
It's too
You know,
late.
like,
Boy,
you know,
10,
man,
it's too late.
like you left your ATM card 10 years ago over her house. Man, this
Your
is a
blood.
baby, man. What you talking about?
All right.
Go on about your business, man. Ignore that
Keep it
damn
moving,
human
never
being
not
over there, man.
listen to
Look
that.
just like you. So damn what?
All right, we got to roll on. Coming up at the top of the hour, we'll have some entertainment news for you right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Please make sure you check out another hilarious episode of Judge Steve. It happens tonight. It comes on tonight at 8/7 Central on ABC and Hulu. Judge Steve Harvey's court is now in session, Steve. Doing
Yeah,
well
it
with the
is.
show, huh?
Yeah, the show is doing really, really well, man. So it's been picked up for a full season. So
Wow,
We're
congratulations.
back at work. We're back at work
So good.
today.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay.
We're back at work today. Pray for me.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, in other entertainment news, late last week we heard about Rihanna and A$AP Rocky. We heard that they were breaking up, but we've since learned that that was just a rumor, okay? Both Riri and A$AP were trending topics over allegations that he cheated on her. Enter the woman who he supposedly hooked up with, Amita Muaddi, who popped up to squash those rumors, calling the story an unfounded lie. She said she normally doesn't respond to stuff like this because it only gives it life, but she had to respond to this one. She said it's an unfounded lie. Riri and A$AP were spotted in an airport in Barbados on Friday. And of course, we all know Rihanna is expecting her first child with A$AP Rocky. Oh, and the guy who started the rumor about Riri and A$AP, some fashion writer, has issued an apology after receiving much backlash.
Oh, the clout.
Wow.
see-
Yeah,
but
I
see,
mean, the streets were talking.
See, his ass need to be suspended or something. That's what I be talking about, man. You attack these famous people with false, untrue information, and then you get to issue an apology and walk away. You sue these celebrities for stuff they didn't do. Then when they find it's unfounded, then you get to skip. Oh, I didn't get no money, I walk away. That should be a penalty for people who try to take advantage of people's position in life to further theirs. And then when it don't work out, you get to walk away. Just spin his ass, man. Had a celebrity done something like that, something would have to happen to him. That'd be a cancellation culture. You gotta start. Some gotta start happening to people that try to
because the
destroy
damage
people's
is
lives.
done.
Yeah, man, it's crazy.
I mean, everybody was talking about that.
He issued an apology. What you tell a lie for?
Yeah. Did you not think it was going to have legs? What?
Right.
All right. In other entertainment news, Showtime's new series, The First Lady, takes a look into what goes on in the White House from the First Lady's point of view. Actress Michelle Pfeiffer plays Betty Ford. Former X-Files actress Gillian Anderson plays Eleanor Roosevelt. And Viola Davis plays Michelle Obama. Now, some people on Twitter and other social media platforms are bringing attention to Viola pursing her lips a lot. They say she's, overly pursing her lips as Michelle Obama. The Oscar winner, Viola Davis, says she did a lot of research into Michelle Obama to make sure her portrayal was spot on. Makes a kissy face throughout most of the series. And while the real former First Lady did purse her lips often, viewers thought Viola Davis appeared to exaggerate it just a bit. So there, Viola Davis, the actress of our time.
The great actress.
Yes. What are you talking about?
This
Really?
woman is
I
like
haven't seen it. But
impeccable as an actress.
Yeah, I haven't seen
remember
it.
those
Classy.
tears?
Oh,
Vincent?
God, man. Viola Davis is real. I ain't even seen it, and I already know that. Some people ain't got nothing else to do.
I know.
She perching her lips too much. What?
Well, she said
No,
she did
you got
her
a problem with
research.
Family Feud then.
Because what you
I
do with
know.
your
I know
lips?
you're the lip
All
expert.
that-
What do you think, Steve?
Well, see, being or having a pair of any of excessive, extensive nature, or more of a
Why you
voluptuous size.
talking?
I'm just trying to
His
people with large lips. You may think it's an extra perch. I've been accused before. Somebody has took a close up of my lips and thought it was somebody's ass. I've actually it has gone so far as to, oh man, what is that? Whose knees is them? I've had a whole lot
Oh,
of.
what's that?
I know I'd get accused of being an extra perchy.
Every time we bring up lips in a story,
I know.
Yeah.
Here you
Well,
You need to come to
We
the
have an
expert on the
expert
show,
on the
Carl.
show. Yeah.
Yeah, like if we ever talk about eyes, guess who
See,
can talk?
Shirley.
We'll talk about eyes. If we talk about sickness, we got somebody to come on here about sick.
And for the record, I have grown into my eyes. Okay,
you're
I have
damn
grown
near.
in.
Not quite.
And then, if you want to hear something real country, real country, like Mississippi-ish, we know who to go to. If you got anything to do with, being short, we got somebody on the show to cover that. We cover We
So we're
cover
covered
a
in
lot.
every area. Just
cover a
about.
lot.
With hood-related incidents or activity committed a crime against a, in a
Allegedly.
relationship, a woman,
Alleged charge.
caller, you know.
Allegedly.
Cover a lot.
You know, anything to do with rock music, bands, roadie stories, reference where our engineer Dave,
Yeah.
you know,
It's a lot. We got a lot.
We cover the spectrum. Yeah.
you know, hospitalizations, you know, Medicare, what covers kill, you know.
Got all that for you.
Medicare.
You know.
So we're your reference. We're here for you. You have resources.
You know,
Well, let
even
me just
job
say
references.
This story
you know,
is
that's
about lips.
I'm in job references too, because I've had a lot of different jobs. You know, anytime you want to discuss divorce, failure, you know, stuff like that. Inability to do well in school, you know, you come to me.
Stuttering.
You know. You want to talk about speed, you go to Junior. You want to talk about getting your ass roasted, you go to Tommy. You know, stuff like that.
All right. We get it. Coming up at 20 minutes after the hour, the IRS tax deadline was yesterday, and Steve will give us some tax tips. Speaking of experts,
Here we go again.
right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, yesterday was the IRS tax deadline to file your tax returns. The IRS estimated over 15 million people filed for a 6-month extension, which of course is October 17th. Now, in addition, if you still haven't received your return and you filed electronically, you can use the IRS agency's Where's My Refund tool. Okay. So, Steve, I got to ask you this. You recently did an interview and you recalled owing the IRS millions and millions of dollars. I think it was about 22 or something you said. You said when you went to work and took every gig to pay them back. That's what you did. And so we got to ask you, do you have any tax advice, any tax tips you want to share?
Tip number one, as soon as you get a notice in the mail from the IRS, don't get mad and talk about I ain't got it and throw it to the side. Get that damn letter, open it up, and get busy responding. You got to call somebody. They got a lot of tax numbers now. Like if you know, the IRS more than $10,000 and all this here, call this number right here. These things really do work. My problem with my debt was I thought I had paid. I signed the checks and I signed the tax forms. What had happened was they ended up being on the floor of my former accountant's office for 7 years. What? So you figure 7 years of back taxes back in the 90s. You know, I mean, starting back in the 80s to the early 90s, and then discovering that you owe that money. And then by the time I put the penalties together, I owed them a lot of money. So like now, if I get
They let you go that long?
Well, see,
7
if you don't
years.
file, see, here's the deal. If you don't file, they don't know. And then you got to remember, man, this was happening in the 90s. Computers weren't quite as dialed in as they are now.
Well, let's clarify that is not a tax tip. What you just
It is a
said.
tax tip. The
You
what
don't
tip I'm
file
trying
it.
to give you is this right here. You could have got away with it for 7 years because I didn't have a lot of income prior to that. You understand? But once you get up into this money, they going to want their money. What I'm saying to you is as soon as you get a tax notice, don't throw it to the side. Open that letter up and make a phone call. If it's over $10,000, get you an attorney and get you some help. Get a tax attorney or call down to one of these tax bureaus, HR Block, somebody, Jackson, somebody. Call somebody and get you some help and start talking to some people. Ignoring them people is not good. Because
That's
they
your
will
tax
come
tip.
take your stuff.
They will come for you.
They got the power to take everything.
Oh, yeah.
All I got for you.
That's it. That's your tip.
All right. Well, thank you for that, you expert, you. Coming up at 34 minutes after the hour, we're going to check your voicemail, Steve, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Time to check your voicemail, Steve. If you want to leave a voicemail for Steve Harvey, call him at 877-29-STEVE. So here we go. You ready, Steve? This caller is from Kentucky. Her name is Latoya.
Hey, Steve, this is Latoya from Louisville, Kentucky. I'll be listening to your stuff every day. And yeah, just like today, you said all glory to God. But I look forward to hearing your messages. Even when I'm running late for work, I'm doing 100, but I'm listening to your radio show. You give me a lot of inspiration, a lot of hope. And, I'm starting to doubt a few things, but all glory to God, like you said, but you letting God use you. And I thank you for that, because you are touching thousands of people. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you, and all glory to God. I can't take no credit for that. This ain't a pat on my back. I'm just trying to be obedient, at least in some area of my life, because I ain't obedient all the time. But I just be trying to get it right most of the time. I'm way better than I used to be. Woo-hoo-hoo. Thank you.
Amen.
Amen. Amen.
Ooh, I used to fall every day. I used to get up to fall.
We fall down.
Yeah.
But we get up.
All right, Steve, here's Robin from Baltimore.
Hey, Steve, this is Robin from Baltimore. Thank you for doing what you're doing and being who you are. I love all of your shows. Everything you in is just hilarious to me. I love the Family Feud. My mama, rest in peace, she loved Family Feud. Even in the hospital, she watched Family Feud. But Tommy, if you don't get Sabrina off Ready to Love, I'm sick of her. Get her off of there. She is not ready to love or like. Have a good day.
Not even to like. She's ready to love or like.
She was so funny. She ain't ready to like.
Sick of her.
But Tommy, have a good day.
Sabrina done drove people crazy, boy.
Yeah, Sabrina off the chain. I agree with Rob.
Yeah,
She off the chain a little bit. Woo.
Love the show, though.
Yeah, have a good day.
Thank you. Friday night, baby.
Yeah.
Steve, no words of encouragement or love for Robin from Baltimore?
No, she loved the show. I was grateful. I just know we got to get Sabrina off his damn show. The bigger problem was Sabrina. He needs to do something.
She's not ready to love or like.
No.
Thank you.
All right, so Steve, this caller left a message about her baby. Let's listen.
I ain't good.
Hey, Steve Harvey. My name is Marsana. I have a 2-year-old who can fully recite his ABCs, and he can count to 10. I don't know if that's impressive to you, but it's very impressive to me and almost everybody we run into. Everyone doesn't think that he's 2. Everyone thinks he's like 4 or 5. So I'm impressed with him, and I'm going to keep working at it, and hopefully we can count to 20 by the time we get back at you, or you get back at us. So thank you.
Well,
Is that the baby?
Listen, baby, I'm real happy. I'm real happy that you impressed with your baby and everything. I don't know your baby, and you know what? I ain't never heard your baby count. But don't call here no more telling us that your baby can count to 10. Everybody baby can count to 10. Who baby can't count to 10? At 2, we don't know this here. Well, who care though? If your baby can count to 200. What is it gonna do for us? Stop calling here bragging about y'all's babies. My baby can count to 10. So damn what?
At 2, that's impressive.
1, 2, you don't know the baby 2? So what? Baby might not know nothing else. Ain't nothing wrong. Ain't nothing worse than a little smart-ass stupid baby. Baby sitting up in here counting his ass off, can't drink water. You want to impress me? Potty train yourself. That was impressive to me. Come in here, all this counting. You can count, but your ass standing here holding on to the edge of the coffee table, doing on yourself in front of company. If you want to impress me, is your baby earning any money at 2?
We gotta go. Coming up next, it is the nephew with today.
No more baby stories.
No more.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after, it's my strawberry letter for today, and the subject is, they let their husbands run wild. find out what that is, get into that in just a little bit, because right now it is time for the nephew and today's prank phone call. Neff, what do you have for us today?
I have unorthodox methods. Unorthodox methods. Cat dog, if you would.
Hello? Hello, I'm trying to reach Brother Robert.
And speaking.
Hey, how you doing? I'm calling you from the church. How you doing, brother?
Man, I'm doing super fantastic. Any day above ground is a good day.
That's good. That's good. Hey, listen, man, we wanted to, being one of the brothers of the church, I wanted to give you a call. Man, you didn't make it today, but your wife stood up today and asked us to keep y'all in our prayers because y'all are definitely trying to bring a new child into the world, and she let us know that, she's being a little older now, 41, 42. She said it takes a little longer to try and conceive a child than, in your earlier years. So we definitely wanted to let you know, man, that we got y'all in our prayers, man.
Man, you just don't know how much we appreciate that, man. Yeah, we've been trying, but I know with prayers, all things are possible.
Yeah, well, we definitely want to keep you all in our prayers, man, and hope that you all are able to conceive this child and bring a new child into this world. The book says, "Be fruitful and multiply."
Definitely. Now, who is this again?
This is Brother Arthur. Brother Arthur. I don't know if you know me directly, but I'm Brother Arthur, one of the brothers at the church.
Oh, okay, Brother Arthur. Thank you.
Now, Brother Robert, what I wanted to ask you, man, was have you considered any alternatives, methods as far as, maybe helping this situation?
We've looked at a few. What are you referring to as an alternative?
Well, I mean, I think I have a good thing then that might be able to help this thing speed up the process, and you guys will be expecting in no time, man.
Man, we definitely open for some things like that. What you got in mind?
I mean, well, what I have is a little unorthodox, man, but I think if you allow me to help you on this, man, I think that you'll be definitely satisfied. And, man, if 9 months from now, you guys will be at the hospital waiting, looking for your baby boy, your baby girl,
Well, clarify unorthodox.
Okay. See, what I have in mind, man, is have you considered maybe like a surrogate father?
Clarify surrogate, because I'm thinking the wrong thing. I just want to make sure we're on the same page. What do you mean by surrogate father?
Well, what it is, man, is, of course, a surrogate mother is someone that will carry a child for those that cannot carry one. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So what I've gone to the doctor and gotten myself checked out, man, good physical and everything. I'm physically fit and everything. And, maybe I guess the complications are coming from you as far as the child not being, you're not being able to conceive right now.
No, ain't nothing wrong with me, man.
Okay.
Now, what you mean by you physically fit? I mean, what the hell that got to do with surrogate?
Well, see, what I'm saying is, if you allow me to come over and supply my services, I mean, let's say if you left for a weekend, man, and I stayed over there, by the time you get back, man.
Man, what the wrong with you? Is this what's going on at this church, man? Am I at the wrong church? You telling me you trying? Help me understand. You saying you want to come over and have sex with my wife?
Well, I mean, don't look at it like that. Don't look at it like that. Look at it as if I'm helping you all bring a child.
What you telling me is directly you just ain't use those words.
Excuse me there? Okay.
You telling me you want to come have sex with my wife?
No. I want to come over and just apply my services, man, and put you guys in a better position that you will be able to have a child in your life. You understand what I'm saying? You understand where I'm coming from?
No, I don't. Sound like you telling me you want to have sex with my life, man. What the is wrong with you, man?
Hey, hold on. No, this Brother Arthur, man. Listen, see what I'm trying to do.
Man, I don't give a if you Brother Charles. Who the is Brother Arthur, man? I don't know you. And then you talking about the church. What kind of shit? This y'all condone at this church?
No, really the church don't have nothing to do with this. It's me calling you to lend you.
Well, you calling me saying
I'm trying to be, if you allow me to be the surrogate father, I'll have her pregnant by the end of the week.
Man, you got me up. As soon as I see, I'm coming to Bible study Tuesday to see you. You show up at Bible study so I can see who the you are.
Okay, bro.
Guaranteeing you want to have sex with my wife. Man, what kind of is
brother,
this, man?
If you keep looking at it like that, how is we gonna get this? How are we gonna get past this so we can get you to this child, man?
we ain't gonna get past this. You talking about having sex with my wife. Where your wife at? Brother, you ain't got no wife?
So I have a wife, Brother Robert. What I'm trying to do is help you along with yours and getting this child conceived. That's what I'm trying to help.
Brother, you can't help me talking about having sex with my wife. You said on Orthodox, I ain't think you was going that far with it. How the you get my phone number?
Well, you know, we have people listed at the church. We have all phone numbers listed.
He lists mine. And when I get that Tuesday, I hope to see you because I'm going to punch you and ass.
Hey, look, man, why don't I speak to your wife when she comes to church this week, and I'll see how
man, don't say a thing to my wife.
Hold on, I'm just going to talk to her and see how she feels about maybe you know, using this particular...
No, you can't say man, don't even look in her direction. Brother, man, who are you? I need to see you myself.
Okay, what is all the anger, though, brother? What?
Man, you wouldn't be angry you just sitting there telling me? Let's flip the script. I'm going to come have sex with your wife.
Okay.
You should get angry.
Okay, brother, I got one more thing I need to tell you. Are you ready for, can I say this?
Man, you better hurry up before I hang up in your face.
Okay, are you listening, Brother Robert?
I've been listening. I'm tired of listening.
This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked by your wife.
Man, what you say?
Hey.
Man, Tommy, you can't be doing like that, man. I'm about to have a rest come to change with everybody in there. But a minute ago, I was going to go straight punch Thomas in the mouth. Then look for you. What you had been on that one, man? Ooh.
All right. Hey, one more thing, man. Tell me this. What is the baddest, I'm talking about the baddest radio show in the land?
The Steve Harvey Morning Show with ignorant ass Steve and ignorant ass Nephew Tommy.
There
I
you
love
have
him.
it.
I love him.
That
It
ending
right
did it
there.
for me. Mm-hmm. I
Surrogate
love the
father.
ending.
Surrogate father, man. I have a pregnant by the time you get back. I'm just telling you, she'll be.
Wait a minute. Let's clarify. You want to be clear on everything. What do you mean by unorthodox? What do you mean?
But he was on his
sure
way,
we're on
though.
the same page.
Sure. I'm punching pastor in the mouth and I'm punching
He was on his way.
Yes. Leave that man alone.
Oh, you played too much.
Stupidity at its best, baby. Stupidity at its best. All right?
All right.
All right.
I never actually thought about a surrogate father, though. I mean, they do have surrogate mothers, but
now that you mention it, Sherry.
yeah. That's so crazy. That is so crazy. Let's be clear.
Wait a minute. It ain't me.
Uh,
I love him.
Wait a minute.
But his reaction, he was still kind of in it a little bit. Like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah,
Like,
he
you
was
play
there.
too much, Tommy. Like, oh,
Yeah.
you ignorant. He was really
'Cause
kind of
he-
still
yeah.
mad about
the
it.
thought of someone else
Yeah, yeah.
just had him going. Yeah.
Love it. What, you proud of yourself? Is that why you
Yeah.
signed
Oh,
his
my
reading?
God.
Bows.
What? What?
Exhale. Exhale.
Mhm.
Anywho.
You know, my it's just a genius that I am. You know, that just
What?
it magnify. I just sit back and I just
Oh, he's
accept
stunting right now. Oh, okay, go ahead.
Did the
accept
word
being
genius?
the genius that I am. It's,
I am.
It's a beautiful thing.
How does
Huh?
it go together? All right.
Y'all don't
Thank
feel
you,
it.
nephew. Nope. Coming up next, it is my strawberry letter. The subject is they let their husbands run wild. Yeah, we'll get into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Time now for today's strawberry letter. And if you need advice on relationships, dating, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your strawberry letter to steveharveyfm.com and click submit strawberry letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air. Pop, pop. Just like we're going to read this one right here, right now. Could be
Right
yours. You never
now.
know.
Buckle up and hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is, the strawberry letter.
Thank you. You sound a little like Don Cornelius this morning. All right. Thank you, nephew. Subject, they let their husbands run wild. Dear Steve and Shirley, I've been married for 2 years and I'm 25 years old. My husband is 26 and he pursued me heavily until I let him take me out. We had a great first date and he told me that he loved me. I fell for him really quick and we got married in no time. He lived out in the suburbs and I had an apartment downtown, so he stayed with me mostly before we got married. Right before the wedding, I moved in with him and I met 3 other married couples in his neighborhood. They were all professional men and they loved to golf, mainly because it was a status thing for them. And I asked my fiance at the time why he never mentioned these friends, and he said they're his neighborhood friends and he didn't really hang out with them because he was single. I got upset and asked him if he was rushing into marriage to fit in. He said absolutely not, and I did not nag him about it. Fast forward to present day, and we've been married for 2 years. My husband thinks it's okay to hang out with his neighborhood friends every Friday and Saturday night. It's fine if they're in the backyard or in one of their man caves, but they like to go to the city to hang out. I'm the only wife in the group that has a problem with it. One of the wives told me that as soon as I start getting tired of my husband, I will look forward to him hanging out at night. My husband said that I'm making us look bad as a unit because I'm always calling around complaining about him being out. I don't like that they let their husbands do whatever they want to do, and I hope it doesn't rub off on my husband. He's not a big drinker, but now he's buying liquor and building up his bar to show off to his friends. Is there any way to keep my husband at home? Well, you could lock the bedroom door and throw away the key, keep him in there. But of course, you're not going to do that. I just think this thing started from the very beginning. I mean, you guys went really fast. I mean, to begin with, you said he told you he loved you on the first date. That was quick, very quick. So now that you've been married for 2 years, at 28, he'd rather hang out with his boys on the weekend. At 28, that just seems rather odd. It seems like you guys would still be honeymooning, getting it in at this age. He's 28 now, you're 27. I do think it's something to him rushing to fit in with the rest of his suburban friends. You mentioned that. He denies it, but there is something to that. He is trying to impress them. You mentioned the liquor. He's trying to build up his bar, and he doesn't even drink, all that. I mean, they do the same things together, leaving their wives at home when they go to the city. And your husband, I don't know. I think you guys need to work out some sort of compromise if you want to stay together. Because you guys, at the rate you're going, you might end up in divorce court. I mean, you got to schedule some date nights. You got to work on your marriage. Stop calling around looking for him because he doesn't like that. Stop talking to these other messy wives who seem bitter. They don't even like their husbands at this point. They said, when he starts getting on your nerves, you'll be happy. All of that. You don't want to hear that. You need to work on your marriage if that's what you want. Let him know how you feel. That doesn't require an argument or anything like that. I mean, if he doesn't want to try to fix it, then you know where you stand. Your marriage is in trouble, and you guys are young. You're gonna come up against some hurdles. You might want to consider counseling, at least something to try and keep your marriage together. But first, let them know how you feel. Communicate. Steve?
Great response, Shirley. I'm stuck on this letter in a couple of ways because there's so many things wrong here, young sister. I hate to tell you that, but all right, here goes Uncle Steve. Let me try to help you out. They let their husbands run wild. Okay, we'll get into that in a minute. You've been married for 2 years. You're 25 years old. Your husband 26. Now, this is young now. This is young to be married. I just want to tell you that right off the dribble. We had a great first. He pursued you heavily until you let him take you out. You had a great first date. He told me that he loved me. I fell for him really quickly, and we got married in no time. Pump your brakes. Stop. Here is the whole problem in this whole letter. Is wrapped up in that statement right there. I fell for him really quickly, and we got married in no time. Well, that's the whole problem. You did not take the time to know the score. You did not take the time to read the book. You did not take the time to go over the chapters. You just jumped into it. Anybody that's married will tell you marriage is a challenge. It's beautiful, but Lord have mercy, it's a challenge. And you didn't even have enough information about your mate going in. Now, he lived out in the suburbs. You had an apartment downtown, so he stayed with you most of the time before you got married. Right before the wedding, I moved in with him. That's out in the suburbs. I met 3 other married couples in his neighborhood. They were all professional men. They loved to golf, mainly because it's a status thing for them. And I asked my fiance why he never mentioned these friends, and he said they're his neighborhood friends, and he didn't really hang out with them because he was single. Right there. Right there. And you know why he didn't hang out with them? Because as married people, they weren't doing the things that he was doing as a single man. You got that? When we come back, the rest of it will get unfolded right in front of you. Hope you enjoy it. And please stay together after my response. It's not over. It's just troublesome.
All right, Steve, we'll have part 2 of your response coming up at 23 minutes after the hour. Today's Strawberry Letter. Subject, they let their husbands run wild. We'll get back into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, come on, Steve. Let's recap today's Strawberry Letter. The subject, they let their husbands run wild.
Yeah, they do. They let their husbands run wild. Now, you 25, you'd have married this man 26. You got married really quick. You got married in no time, according to the letter. He lives out in the suburbs. He spent all the time downtown with you in your apartment. When you all got married, you discovered he had 3 friends out there in the suburbs who were all married. You wanted to know why he didn't tell you about them. He said because they didn't hang out because he was single and they were married. Like I said in the beginning, when you get married in no time, you don't know the whole story. You can't get a better picture of the view of the picture. You haven't read the book. You don't have enough information. So now this is going to come back to bite you. Now, he didn't really hang out there because he was single. So then you got upset and you asked him if he was rushing into marriage to fit in. He said, no, absolutely not. And so you didn't nag him about it. Fast forward to present day. Now, we're talking 2 years now. 2 years done passed now. And my husband thinks it's okay to hang out with his neighborhood friends every Friday and Saturday night. Wow. Now, part of this is because of 2 things. Number one, his friends have been married for a while now. I guarantee you those 3 friends are a little older than he is. And also, this has something to do with youth. To want to hang out with your boys every Friday and every Saturday. I get to hang out with my main boys twice a year. Twice a year is when I get to hang out with my boys. All 12 of us get together. And it's twice a year. That's it. Now, it's been twice this year because of funerals. Sad to say. But that's how long we've been friends. Now, you hanging out twice a week, every Friday and Saturday. And you like it okay if they in the backyard or you in one of their man caves, but then they like to go to the city to hang out. Now, you the only wife in the group that's got a problem with it. And one of the wives told me as soon as I start getting tired of my husband, I would look forward to him hanging out at night. See, so obviously they've been married longer than 2 years. They've been married for a while if this is the feeling that she has. My husband said that you're making us look bad as a unit. That's funny right there. When the dude told her, you're making us look bad as a unit by complaining to the other wives because you're the only one complaining. Well, the unit, dog, is a marriage. That's a little bit more important than a unit. A unit is an office space downtown. A unit is a collection of coworkers. You all are a unit. No. This is a marriage. It's very different. I don't like that they let their husbands do whatever they want to do, and I hope it don't rub off on my husband. I don't know what you hoping against. It already does. He hang out every Friday and Saturday. You hope it don't rub off on your husband. It done rubbed. He with them every Friday and Saturday. Ain't that what the letter for? It done rubbed. He's not a big drinker now, but he buying liquor and building up his bar to show off to his friends. Well, that's good because the bar is at the house. See, you getting him closer to home. Now, they're going to be drunk, but they are going to be closer to home. Is there any way to keep my husband at home? Well, there is a way to keep your husband at home, but let me tell you what's happening right here. The reason they go out every night, every Friday and every night, because what's out there in them streets is more exciting than what's happening at home. Period. This is a fact. If your husband is gone every Friday and every Saturday, I'm assuming y'all been at work Monday through Friday, and all of them get together every Friday night and every Saturday night, is because they're blowing off steam from the work week and they blowing off the steam without their wives. Something is happening out there in them streets that's more exciting than what's happening at home. Whatever happened to date night? It would seem to me like, since all y'all are friends, it would seem to me like as couples, y'all would get together and it would be one couple's responsibility to host an event at their house or plan the date night for you all. So if your guys did a Friday night, everything would be cool if the ladies and everybody got Saturday night. You ever seen a mob movie? Even the mob movie, they had a night with a family, but then they had a night where their girlfriends all met down at the Cabana or the Cotton Club. Even gangsters know you got to take care of your family. These four fools and got together on the weekends and decided ain't no damn family. That's about as dumb. Even they do that in a gangster movie. You got a night for the girlfriend, you got a night for the wives. Y'all, both they nights is shot. Y'all stupid. Y'all need a date night. Y'all need a couple's night out so y'all can save y'all's marriage. Because I'm going to tell you right now, if this continue every Friday and every Saturday, you can't stay married like that. I don't care who you are.
All right, we're moving on. Post your comments on today's Strawberry Letter at Steve Harvey on Instagram, Steve Harvey FM on Instagram and Facebook, and check out the Strawberry Letter podcast. Please, that's on demand. Coming up at 46 minutes after the hour, you know what time it is. It is time for Junior and Sports Talk right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Junior, it is time for Sports Talk. What you got?
Okay, Shirley, but before I get to sports talk, let me just let everybody know in Dallas, June 4th, it's the 4th annual Kiers Hope 5K Run and Fun Walk. It's that time of year. Go to KiersHope.org. That's KIERS Hope.org. KIERS Hope.org to register, man. Looking forward to seeing y'all June 4th. Okay, man, boxing. I don't know if you got to see this weekend, but Errol Spence Jr., he stops Udonis Ugas in the 10th round, man. And fight, his whole right eye was just swole. They just had to stop it. Couldn't see no more. They just stopped the whole fight.
That's the fight I missed. I watched the other fight on Showtime with Fernando on it.
Yeah, you missed that one?
No, I saw that one. I've learned how to go look on demand. I found Showtime on demand. I just found that yesterday. I just want to say that. I mean, just found that.
Yeah. Well, now, man,
world.
Errol Spence Jr. says, man, it's time. And Terrence Crawford said, congratulations. They both champs. They say, hey, man, quit ducking me. It's time to have a fight. Errol Spence Jr., Terrence Crawford. Been 2
I don't
years,
know
man.
who.
I can't even call that one.
Fight, man, because I'm going to tell you something. That Terrence Crawford, Lord have mercy.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy. That boy is not a game, man.
Nah.
He is not a game.
So, also, Unc, man, I need to come use your sports ball, Unc. I need more TVs. I can't keep up with all these games. I need way more TVs.
For sports talk.
Yeah. All these, man, all these basketball games, all this stuff. That man, I need way more TVs than this.
Hold on. Did you say you need to come use mine?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Use mine for your sports segment.
Yeah, because you got like 8 TVs.
No, see, listen to me. You wants to come use mine for your sports segment.
Yeah, because I got to do a lot of
Now, let me tell you what's going to have to happen. Because you ain't finna come over here and use mine. So now let me tell you what your other option is. Maybe you need to cut sports way down to just one TV. Maybe you need to just pick one sporting event that you gonna comment on.
I'm all on my phone. I'm using the TVs I got in here, man. We still 7 short. You got 8. You ain't using all them TVs.
I don't
understand. Yeah, you got. Why? That's exactly right. Why would I go to a sports bar when you is the sports bar?
Exactly.
You are the sports bar.
But see, here's the difference between me and the sports bar. The sports bar wants you to come down there.
Well, man, when NBA actually
they had chicken wings, nachos for you.
That's what you do.
Yeah. Not if you coming.
We'll go to NBA basketball once I get some more TVs. Y'all come let me come by the house. This is crazy.
I'll be there.
Selfish.
Just show up, Junior. Just show up.
You need some more TVs then, don't you?
All right, thank you, Junior. Coming up at the top of the hour, a kindergarten in Michigan brings margaritas to school and shares them with her classmates.
Oh, my God.
We'll talk about this. We'll talk about this right after this. Cheers.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
In Livonia, Michigan, which is right outside of Detroit, a 5-year-old girl allegedly brought single-serve bottles of ready-to-drink Jose Cuervo tequila margaritas to school, which she shared with her other kindergarten classmates. And parents, needless to say, are outraged. One parent said her daughter was one of the kids at Grand River Academy in Livonia who was given a Dixie cup that was full of that was full of the margaritas from her classmate during snack time. Okay. This is crazy. What? She said her child had 4 or 5 sips of it, which left the kindergartner feeling woozy and a little dizzy. The classmates were told it was just juice, so they had no idea what they were drinking. But the girl who brought it in later admitted she knew it was alcohol. Really? A 5-year-old?
She need her ass whooped.
She does. Yeah.
She need her little butt whooped.
So, school employees called poison control since small children can easily experience alcohol poisoning, but all of the students involved were reportedly doing fine afterwards. What is happening? What is happening?
Them letters and them numbers. That's what's happening. They're too tough.
She needed a drink.
Yeah, we need a drink in here.
A kindergartner. In a letter to the parents, Grand River Academy says disciplinary measures will be taken against the student who brought in the margaritas. While we try to keep an eye on everything.
What are they going to do to a kindergartner?
Yeah, I know. A 5-year-old, right?
Suspended.
They say they try to keep an eye on everything, but it's impossible sometimes. So, I mean, what?
Yeah. I think that's crazy.
So she just stole them from the house and took them to school, huh?
Yes.
Everybody.
Her parents had a party.
She brought Dixie cups.
Well, the reason
with the mostest.
Well, the reason I did it was because when my mom and daddy drank it, they be having a good time.
Yeah.
I just wanted to put a little excitement into show and tell.
Yeah.
Right, it's snack time.
That little girl there knew what she was doing. Why'd you bring this alcohol in here? Have you listened to Miss Wilson for 8 hours?
We need a drink.
You get them drinks.
This is really, I mean, we're laughing, but this is serious. Lock your liquor up, or something if you have kids, small children. I mean, you wouldn't think you'd have to do that.
Everybody can't be parents. That's what I have learned.
Yeah, you wouldn't think you have to do that, but yeah, the kids watch every single thing that you do, everything.
Man, that girl is
and they mimic you, they imitate you. It's not so much what you say, but it's what you do around these little kids. They're very impressionable.
Mm-hmm. At school?
Yeah.
Yeah,
no,
they don't. That's
you
just
can't put your hands on nobody's child at school.
No, you can't do nothing no more.
You can't do that no more. No.
All this need to happen at home now.
No.
Yeah.
She poured the liquor at the house.
Yeah. She came in there.
I don't even know how you do that. I couldn't even look, man. My daddy drank Canadian Windsor. There's no way I could have went up under that sink and took that fifth out there and took it up to that school.
The fifth?
Without dying.
First of all, brown liquor is very different from a margarita. One sip and your ass is alcohol poison.
And this kid took about 4 or 5 sips.
Yeah.
But these are single serving cans, though. These are the
full.
cans. These are not the big fifths. So she was able to carry
I mean,
it.
but even a sip and a little kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She in there
And
pouring
she was
the drinks.
just woozy and a little dizzy. Wow.
Drink this with your sandwich.
She was
This
in there
is
just
good.
pouring the drink. Put both your hands on your cup. Hold still.
They're taking shots.
They
What?
take
This is crazy.
He not
This is really
listening to this
bad.
no more. Man.
Yeah. Yeah. Watch your kids.
They knew something was wrong because somebody had stepped out their pamper.
And then they were told that it was just juice.
Well, she told her.
All right. Yeah, I know that it's just juice. Okay. We'll be back with more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show coming up at 20 minutes after, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
In weird news, a Kentucky man with an anxiety disorder asked his employer not to celebrate his birthday because it would trigger a panic attack, okay? However, his job ignored him. They surprised him anyway on his birthday with a celebration in the lunchroom, and yes, he had a panic attack. He told them not to do it. They did it. He had a panic attack. His name is Burling. He's a birthday boy. Burling quickly left and finished the rest of his lunch in his car and then texted his manager, upset that the company failed to accommodate his request. A day after the celebration, Burling was called into a meeting where he was confronted and criticized for his reaction to the surprise party. And get this, a week later, he was fired.
Wow.
He told them not to do it. They did it. He was criticized and then fired. But there's more. Wait. Burling fired a lawsuit against the company, and the jury awarded him $450,000.
Go ahead, boy.
Come on, Burling.
I'm talking about.
What did he do? He partied with that money.
He told him not to do it. So
Yeah, he asked them not to do it. I have an anxiety disorder, but they did it anyway.
You throw me a party, I'm going to lose my mind.
Yeah.
Well,
He'll have a panic attack.
yeah, let me
That's
stop,
what-
because this joke that I got
People have
is gonna
anxiety.
lead to a lawsuit, so let me just stop right now.
Yeah. Don't you say anything. Coming up at 33 minutes after the hour, we'll play a round of Would You Rather right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys, it is time for Would You Rather. Would you rather have to always lie to your friends, or would you rather tell your enemies the truth?
Oh, B.
So which one?
I ain't got no problem with B at all.
Yeah, B. Perfect.
Yeah.
just straight up 100.
Dead in your face.
Man. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's
you rather
easy.
tell your enemies the truth than lie to your
I do
friends?
it now.
I'll tell them the truth and lie to them. The hell with them.
I know how you guys feel about lying.
Yeah.
No, we cool. We cool.
Uh-huh.
But we ain't.
All right.
But we ain't.
Right.
All right. Would you rather never be able to take a hot shower or never be able to eat fried food again?
Never be able to eat fried food again.
Yeah.
Got the
Catfish,
shower got to be hot.
Got to be hot.
chicken,
It's grilled
fries.
chicken.
You talking about not taking a shower?
A hot shower.
Yeah, hot
Well, what
shower.
other kind of shower is it? A
I
cold
knew
one?
you were going to say that.
No, I can't take no cold shower.
I sure can't take no cold shower.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
you'll give up fried catfish and fried chicken and fried
Real
and French
catfish?
fries.
Catfish, though. Catfish.
Yeah, I'm saying catfish now. Come on.
You talking about
I don't
forever,
care.
though.
Fries.
I ain't got to have nothing fried. You can't take a shower?
A
Are
hot
you
shower.
kidding me? Are you kidding me? At least you'll be a lot healthier.
Yeah, without the fried foods. All right. All right. Would you rather be the president of the United States for a day, just for a day, or would you rather be a billionaire for a day?
Boy, B.
Yeah.
You don't
I'm
want
from the
to
clown for 24 hours.
be the most powerful man in the world
The
Well,
hell
you
with
can't
that?
do
That
nothing.
ain't fun.
for a day?
What he can't do nothing. They're going to veto everything he say.
Oh, okay. So you say he really has no power?
For a day?
Uh-huh.
I'm going to do this for the country. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. As soon as you sign it, they're going to run all that out. They vote on it. I need that billion. Give me that billion. If I get a billion for one day, for one day I got $1 billion. Whew.
What you gonna do?
Set yourself up.
Well, the whole billion is gone.
In one day, in 24 hours.
You think you could spend $1 billion in one day?
No, I'm not going to spend it. I know where to put it. I'm calling Robert Smith, and I need for him to just tell me what to do with 600 million of it. The other 400 million go get spent that day.
On
What are you gonna buy? That's the first thing.
All right, thank you guys. That's today's round of Would You Rather.
First, getting the plane first.
Coming up at
Couple
49 minutes after. It'll be our last break of the day. Sorry, Steve. Our last break of the day. And some interesting closing remarks from the one and only Steve Harvey. You don't want to miss this. Coming up right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, our last break of the day, guys, on this Tuesday. It's been a good day.
Yes.
Steve, though, you're still a little upset, though. We earlier, when we replayed some of your voicemails that our listeners leave for you, and there was a woman that called in. Remember, Steve? She called in about her baby. Well,
please
let's play it. Yeah, let's play it so you can remember it.
Hey, Steve Harvey. My name is Marsana. I have a 2-year-old who can fully recite his ABCs, and he can count to 10. I don't know if that's impressive to you, but it's very impressive to me and almost everybody we run into. Everyone doesn't think that he's 2. Everyone thinks he's like 4 or 5. So I'm impressed with him, and I'm going to keep working at it, and hopefully we can count to 20 by the time we get back at you or you get back at us. So thank you.
Was that him in the background at the end of it right there? Can you play the end of it again? Can I get the end of it again? Dave, just what? See, look. Let me tell you, while Dave tries to find the end of that, I just want to say, listen, when you call in and you're bragging about your babies and everything, look, congratulations, happy that you happy, and all this here. But you ain't got the only baby that can do that. I can promise you that. But you the one decided to call in and say, I don't know if this impresses you or not. Well, first of all, we don't have any proof. We don't. See, watch
we get back
this.
at you, or you get back at us. So, thank you.
No, I was talking over it. I want you to hear something. Let me know when you got it, Dave. And then I'll be quiet. Because, when y'all call in and talk about how brilliant these babies is, I want you to know Steve be listening. We listen.
If you can do that at 2.
Call in here. No, Shirley, first of all, we don't really know the baby 2. This is what you say. How long? Well, how long do it take to count to 10? We can all eventually get there. But I wanted to just be able to rip them off one behind the other. We don't know if, baby just sounded like it's like 10 or something like that. That's when I'll be impressed. But don't call in here, because what I want you to hear is what I heard on the tape. Because while you was bragging on the baby, I heard the baby in the background say something my damn self. And that's why I'm a little curious. Let me know, Dave, when we get there, and I'll just be quiet so I can let y'all hear what I heard in the background while you've been bragging on the little brilliant baby. How smart the baby know his ABCs and the baby.
Aren't you supposed to be doing closing remarks?
These is my closing remarks. Because, see, we need to stop people. That's like people that show you their vacation pictures and all this here, and it don't be that impressive. This is us standing in front of the tree. Don't nobody give a damn about you standing in front of the tree. This is us walking in the cabin. And so what? Calling here about your baby being that damn brilliant. Your baby ain't the only baby can count to 10. First of all, how long do it take him to get to 10? And he can say all the alphabet. Or do he just make all the alphabet sound? T, T, T. That ain't saying the alphabet. You know how long it took me to learn the damn alphabet?
Oh, that's
now, you
what
gonna
this
call
is
in
really
here
about.
with this 2-year-old. He need to go in there and learn how to change his damn diaper. It's what he need to do. If you want to impress me, potty train this boy. I hope he a boy, too. Potty train him and teach him to quit peeing on himself and standing there holding the edge of that coffee table looking off into space. Because I know what you're doing. I'm going to play the whole thing again, and I want you all to hear the very end. We're going to be quiet, and I want you to hear the very end of it, and then I'll stop it. Go ahead, Dave.
Hey, Steve Harvey. My name is Marsana. I have a 2-year-old who can fully recite his ABCs, and he can count to 10. I don't know if that's impressive to you, but it's very impressive to me and almost everybody we run into. Everyone doesn't think that he's 2. Everyone thinks he's like 4 or 5. So I'm impressed with him, and I'm going to keep working at it, and hopefully we can count to 20 by the time we get back at you, or you get back at us. So thank you.
Did you hear the baby talk in the back? Did you hear that right there? Sound like a regular ass 2-year-old to me. I wasn't impressed at all. You heard? Here it is again. Sound like his ass was whining to me. Shut your ass up and go in there and learn how to count to 20. You're in here trying to impress me.
That baby
Sound like a little sleepy ass baby to me. Was he sleep? Him sleepy now. Yeah, he's sleepy because he's 2.
Leave that baby alone.
Leave that baby alone.
I ain't here. Well, I got to impress the baby. Well, we heard from the baby. We heard directly from the baby. And the baby sound regular to me.
But if he can do those things, that is impressive.
It
didn't sound like he could do
It
it.
didn't sound like he could do it. Sound like he was whining. All right, I bet you he don't know the damn ABCs. I bet you. And if anybody talking about they think he 4 or 5, how big is his ass? Because I ain't never thought a 2-year-old was 4 or 5. How big is his ass? And I bet his ass is probably 4 or 5. Now you trying to tell people he 2. People think he 4 or 5. Well, how big is this damn baby?
Why are you mad at this baby?
When last time you seen a 2-year-old you thought was 5?
You're supposed to say something motivational, right?
That was just now. Sister Jenkins had a baby girl that was 2 that looked 5. She 30 now.
You 30?
Good Lord. Playing in the WNBA. Hey y'all have a great week. Talk to God. He'd love to hear from you.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.